It's your boy Baba Midnight once again, and we're here in Jaskai for Digital Music Education Seminar organized by Jonilar. The last time I had a conversation with Jonilar was in Japan when he organized the biggest street event to ever hit Ghana, Street Jamboree. It was a massive end. I love what he did with that. Stick and stay. We'll be right back to have an exclusive conversation with Jonilar before the education tomorrow. Welcome, boss.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming here as well.
Thanks, man.
The last time we met was in Japan.
Yeah.
Street Jamboree. Yeah. You actually came a day before the program.
Yeah, a day before. And then it was a massive event.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Well, you did a very great job with that event.
Let me say something. It was a collective decision. I'm actually the head of production.
Okay.
And Stanley, who is the CEO of Chamzab, is the executive producer. And big shout out to the entire team for holding it down. We're still on the journey. We are doing the work of God. So today we are in the OT region, Jessica to be precise, for Digital Music Education Seminar tomorrow at the Jessica Municipal Assembly. Or right from here, we're going into another interview. So it's good being here with you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. I'm very grateful. Looking at what you are doing, we just did Street Jamboree a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you are here in Jessica for music education
seminar. Yeah.
The stress. How do you manage this stress? How do you manage all this?
I should ask you because you were also there. I don't know how you do it, but for me,
I am an attendee. You are the organizer. Yeah. So you realize that there's more work at your end than my end.
And there's more work at your end too. It's basically God driving us. Like, God is the key factor in my life because where we come from, so you know, when the opportunity comes like this, you don't have to say it should go. And if the opportunity is not even coming, break the door, enter. You will see the opportunity.
Okay, nice.
So we're here. Yeah.
Okay, so why Jaskai? Why not any other place that Jaskai?
Yes, Jessica and OT region, because you know the region is a fresh region. The region has the potential. I see a lot of artists from this side. You know, on my way, been playing songs by artists from here. We actually have a playlist online for the artists and just for people to discover their music and see what they can do with it as well. And of course, it's a way of throwing spotlights on these artists. And again, Jessica, because, you know, when we reached out to the authorities, they welcome us, the industry here welcome us, the media. You know, big shout out to Maji, Administrative Secretary at Jonilar.net Jordan, and a very big thanks to Honorable MP Kofi Adams, who is like, you know, the force behind everything. When we reached out to him in Parliament, he said, no, this is a beautiful initiative. And beside the fact that he has a promise to keep, he has seen the future.
Okay.
And he has agreed to come on board. Let's do this together. And that's how come we are here.
Nice one. A quick one here. Do you know I'm also from OT region?
Somebody hinted me back.
From OT region.
So we are in your region?
Yeah, it's exactly my region. And I'm kind of grateful that this education seminar.
Which side of the region do you come from?
My dad is from Apafadoko and then my mom is from Apafimipasel. And I grew up in KJB. I schooled in KJB.
Okay,
so
let me tell you. That. I come from, they adopted me, but I come from Tetema.
Okay.
In the Buem constituency.
Yeah.
I come from the same town with Honorable MP Kofi Adams. We have a very beautiful settlement on top of the mountain. Yeah. We'll be doing donation there. So I'll be inviting you.
See the connection. Why you really love the region.
Yes, of course. I love Ghana. That's a fact. I'm a Ghan. My mom is an Ewe. But you see, there is nothing more beautiful than you representing the red, gold, green.
Sure.
With the black star in the middle.
Sure.
You understand? And we should be able to serve this country in all capacity. We should be able to network. We should be able to have conversation with all the people who matters, making sure that the music and the art space is also seeing progress, just like the other fields. Okay. You get the point. So it's just a work in progress, and a very big thanks to God.
Okay, so how difficult was it to get Honorable to kind of partner with for the event tomorrow?
I wouldn't say it was difficult. It is just you pressing the right button having the right conversation, and being intentional about your purpose.
Okay.
You get it? Of course, it didn't take me a day. It wasn't easy. Of course, you also have to give him time to do his research, think through before allowing this to happen. But I think he's a father who is for the people. You understand? Because beside the fact that he has supported digital music education, Honorable Kofi D. Adams is somebody that personally I love, and I've been following his works all the time. And I've personally told him I've been listening to him back then on Joy FM with Honorable Reku Brobe, this name was Dr. Tony Edu. They've been having interesting conversation, like a very nationalistic conversation. And for somebody like this to even invite you, in fact, the day he invited us to Parliament, I didn't sleep, because
how can you sleep?
This is somebody, Honorable Kofi Adams is the go type. He's not always in the field. He loves to be behind the scene and let things go. You get it?
So things happen.
So it is God just putting us at the right place. We meeting the right people, making this thing happen. Because you see, we can't solve the problem we have in the music industry without engaging stakeholders. This is a parliamentarian. This is a well-experienced, government personnel who has been in government, worked with former President J.J. Rawlings. There's somebody who is, a current member of parliament for Buem constituency. He has served, on many boards, many committees, in many capacities. So he has the knowledge, he knows, and more to it, he has been a teacher before. He taught at Adisadel College. So you see, we are just connecting with the right people so that we solve the challenges we have in the music and art space.
Okay, so let me officially congratulate you on your ambassadorial deal, and then once again,
country director
for Omziki. Can you throw more light, or can you give us a quick education about Omziki?
Omziki is actually the biggest music streaming platform in East Africa, and for a very long time I've been wanting to have a thing to do with them, and God just brought them into the picture at the right time. And we've been back and forth together with the legal team, the administrative team, making sure that we are penning our signature to the right deals. And of course, we've started rolling out initiatives already. We've started rolling out conversations already on how things should go. It's a good one, not only for Omziki as a platform, but for Ghana and the space where we find ourselves. Because if we really want to take our music global, we should be able to enter some of these new spaces, closing all the bridges. Like, there should be no gap, so that Africa can climb. Okay, so globally,
as an artist who wants to sign onto this platform, how or what is the process the artist needs to follow before signing up for this platform?
Even as you are listening to this conversation, just pick your phone, go to Omziki, just go on Google, type Omziki.
Okay.
Or Omziki Distribution, any of them, they will pop up because the SEO is strong and active. So when you type, you have to first sign up with your details, email, and you do payments with mobile money or any of the global payments method. Boom, you distribute your music. You wake up after a few days, your music is live on Apple Music, Spotify, Boomplay, and everything. And of course, here's the thing: if you're a Ghanaian artist and you distribute your music through Omziki, we give you a free package on Jonilar.net. It's limited though, but this is quite exclusive.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Like, aside all what you do, I see you double, or should I say you triple or you quadruple as a manager for Kenya Eyes, which I'm a Kenya freak.
Yeah, man.
So how difficult is it, like, managing Kenya Eyes as an artist?
Managing Kenya Eyes is not difficult. It is only challenging. There's a difference between something that is difficult and something that is challenging. Difficult simply means that you can't do it. Challenging simply means that
you are doing it.
You are climbing, and the more you go, the more stressful it becomes, the more fearful it becomes.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is how it is. But because I'm working with an artist who is naturally talented, who is knowledgeable, who is determined, who is daring, we are going. Phrase is out now.
Yeah, phrase is out. How was okay? This should be a question for Kenya, but since you are the manager, I know you surely have an idea. How was the creating of Phrase being like?
Phrase has been something that we had on the table for some time now. one thing about Kinney is Kinney loves to move naturally, and there are times where I don't step in his ways when he's suggesting certain, decisions on what we should do or not. You know, myself, Chief One, Kinney, we all go way back.
Okay.
You understand? And Kinney and Chief One, they have a long history.
Sure.
So it wasn't that difficult for them
because
to
sometimes if I see Kinney and then Chief One together, the vibe, the connection, I feel like the connection is there.
Those two boys, they are somewhere. They are good in their own circles like that. But you see, music is a different thing. The reason why Kinney doesn't really throw features easily like that is because you want to make sure that the timing is right, the energy is on a level.
Okay.
You get it. So should I say this?
Say it.
When Fraz was coming out, when Kinney said we had like multiple songs that wanted to put out, but after more Tenajik freestyle thing, and was like, you want us to drop Fraz? I'm like, let's go with it, because you see, sometimes go with the spirit.
Sure.
Go with the flow. If you've gotten to that stage where an artist tell you what he feels we should do, it means that the artist is growing. And if you also accept it, it means that you are also growing. You get it. So making of Fraz wasn't that so stressful. And big shout out to Chief One, big shout out to Lada Republic, Kilo, Jelafin, and big shout out to Wizard for putting that beautiful video together for Fraz. He has already clocked 2 million on TikTok, and it's still counting.
Yeah. I think 2 to 3 million something.
Yeah, by now, I think for catch like 100 billion, of course we need them.
So that one, they really need it. We are still here in Jessica having a conversation with Jonilar. Okay, Jonilar. So in case somebody wants to have a feature with Kinney Eyes, what are the key points or the things the person need to consider before even reaching out to you first?
First of all, you should be a good artist. That's like the basic, and you should be somebody that Kinney loves your vibe, or when Kinney gets to know you, you should love the vibe. Okay. Now, getting Kinney to do a feature, honestly speaking, it doesn't come easy. You know why?
Why?
Kinney moves when it's necessary.
Okay.
You understand? No disrespect to all the people who have turned in to do features with Kinney. He's not rejecting the features. He's very selective, because when Kinney is writing a feature, he goes very down. He goes deep. He goes deep into writing, vocal delivery, and everything. So it is a whole process. It is easy doing his own song than doing features, because you always want to make sure that I'm giving you the right spots.
Okay, so as an artist manager, I know you've kind of have a whole lot of observation, not really with Kinney Eyes. What mistakes have you noticed that maybe upcoming artists are doing that they're not doing right?
I think it's lack of decision making.
Okay.
A lot of artists, get moved by what they see online, and that is one thing that I'm in a society. I'm in the face of the public, but I don't use that. Peer pressure is not. It doesn't get me, and that is how everybody should be. Just be in your lane and do your thing.
Okay.
You get the point. If you are able to do these things yourself, plan it. And also, every artist, especially the new ones coming, they always want to do a song with this person. I want to do some. You need to grow yourself to a certain level. You need to build your brand. You are a product we are selling. You're a product they are selling. You're a product you want to sell. So take your time. Make sure that you package the thing nicely. Otherwise, you go throw the thing into the public, and 2-3 times, as the thing blow finish, then you yourself, you are nowhere to be found.
Okay, nice one. Thanks for that quick advice. And then a quick one. You are currently running a campaign about Ghana getting its own streaming platform. What motivated you, or what is the reason behind that campaign?
So if somebody thought of it and developed Apple Music that we all listen to music, then we should be able to develop something locally as well, because there are a lot of artists, across the country that want their music heard. You get it, but they don't know how to easily access these platforms. You get the point.
Sure.
So we're supposed to have a platform where people can easily put their music there. But more importantly, it looks like the nature of business in recent times with some of these companies, we are actually losing what belongs to us. Artists are losing their masters. Record labels are throwing a lot of money away, all in the name of getting the artists global, all in the name of the artists becoming popular and all that, and it's affecting what is supposed to belong to the artist. You get it? Yeah. Because publishing deals are foreign, and distribution deals are foreign, most of the partnership deals are foreign, and these people co-own this content. And if we are not careful, every song in Ghana, including our national anthem, will be owned by a foreigner. And
the country is losing at large.
We are losing at large. You see, that's why we are taking this conversation across the country, making sure that people understand the impulse of what we are saying. Because if governments come together, we push a bill to parliament, they sign and say that every artist should register their content, so that government can put in initiatives that no matter, you see, people can explore our content. But what we are trying to say is that the ownership should be Ghanaian.
Okay.
You understand? This is what I'm saying. A record label can come from America, Universal can come in, Sony can come in, Warner Bros can come in and say, I want to sign every artist in Ghana. We don't have problem. It's investment. You can invest. But what we are saying is that at the end of the day, these things should be owned by Ghanaians. Universal can decide to establish a typical local platform here in Ghana. But at the end of the day, we want to prioritize Ghana music. We want to prioritize hip life. We want to prioritize Agbaja. We want to prioritize Bobobo. We want to prioritize my favorite sound, which is, you know, Manlogo and Bobobo, Agbaja and all these things. When was the last time you went on, you know, Apple Music, Spotify, and easily discover this folk music, traditional music? No, because they have prioritized what is Western. That is why a lot of artists are trying to sound that way. That's okay, because we are pushing for global appeal, you know. But at the end of the day, our music is built on something. Our music is coming from somewhere, and we have to make sure that, you know, where we are coming from is well protected. Because if we don't protect our back ends,
we are still here in Jaskai, region, specifically Jaskai, for digital music seminar, which is happening tomorrow. But actually, this conversation alone is like, we've already had a seminar already.
What is coming up tomorrow is going to be crazy. So
looking at it from what you said so far, I'm kind of just anticipating what will be happening tomorrow.
Yeah, don't ask me the questions.
I didn't want to even ask you if you can give me key points of what you'll be discussing tomorrow. If
I can do that.
That will be permitted.
Yes.
Just the key points.
So first of all, let me take you through the topic. So the topic is we bridging the gap between the OT region and the mainstream music space. Okay. And we're going to touch on what is actually the gap. We're going to define the whole concept of digital music. We're going to touch on how artists should promote their music, the kind of how to build network, and from what I know, the MP will also reinforce some of the things he wants to see going on. Because you see, the MP essentially is not a record label. The MP is not a DJ. The MP is not an event organizer. It's an enabler. The MP can only bring somebody like Jonilar and his team to OT region to educate. Then somebody can say that, oh, OT region, they blow well. Then somebody can come and say, oh, let me sign, let me do this, let me do this. You get it? So if Honorable Kofi Adams is an enabler who is bringing Jonilar to Jasikan, to OT region, to come and have this conversation with the artist, then it means that the gap between the mainstream and what is happening in the region here has been breached. Then now somebody can be recommended. You get the point? Yeah. Because essentially, when we finish, I'm going to be posting photos of all the key people, what is happening in the region and all these things, so that people know where to tap in. You see, I have decided and discussed with the team that, listen, we have to put a spotlight on OT region, and throughout August, that's what we're going to be doing for people to know that this is it. So
thanks for putting the spotlight on my region.
No, our region.
Okay, our region.
I'm from Tetema, Bombay City.
Okay, with these highlights Jonilar just spelled out, this is the main reason why you have to come, because connection is very necessary as a creative, because you need to network. You understand? Jonilar.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me too.
Thanks for giving me an
Before you do your outro, guys, this is midnight. One day you have to tell us the meaning of midnight. But Charlie, if you're an artist, if you're an artist manager, if you're an industry person, listen, this is the new generation. And let's do everything possible to support. It came all the way from Accra. And as much as this is his home region, he came all the way from Accra to be here to have this conversation with me. This is beautiful, and God bless you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me as
I'm
well.
grateful.
Tomorrow I'll be at the seminar to educate myself and then learn more and then actually network as well. This is where we are going to end the conversation with Bossman, Godfather, Jonilar. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. We're out here.